And it's like, man, you gotta get out here and grind. If you want something, you gotta work for it. If you really want something, you really have to work for it. You have to be willing to put in that time, that effort. You have to be willing to learn new things. And we all have to learn that. We gotta be willing to try new things if we want it.
And you ride for me, I ride for you until we die.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Teddy back with another banger on my channel. Y'all already know I stay keeping the fire, I stay keeping the heat, and I plan on continuing that journey and never disappointing y'all. So in this video, as y'all seen, I'm doing myself a self lineup. I am not a barber, but I tried it. As I said, I am the experiment, and if y'all like what I'm doing, y'all can try it yourselves. So I have the regular and these liners. I'll leave a link to them in the description. They weren't anything fancy or crazy. I think they was only like $30, but I'll leave a link in the description. So I started out just brushing the sides of my hair and brushing my mustache and my goatee, and then I started to line up my goatee. The reason why I did that first was because the liners get hot, at least mine do, and I didn't want to wait until they got hot to start working on my face or above my lip, if that makes sense. So here I didn't do anything special. I just followed the previous line that my barber had put there, and I went from that. After I was done with that, I got started on the left side of my head. Y'all see I'm looking kind of crazy. I didn't know what I was doing. I did watch a couple videos on YouTube that gave me a sense of where to go and how to move, but this is essentially my first time doing this, so I just went with the flow. And if there were going to be any consequences, I was ready to accept them. Anything you do in life comes with consequences, whether those be positive or negative, but I'm ready for anything, so I just went ahead and did it, and I just stuck with it. As y'all can see, progress did start coming along. You can start seeing the line, you can start seeing it get crispy. So I went ahead and started on the right side of my head. I had to brush it again because I kept touching it from doing the left side of my head. So it's basically the same method I did. uh Filled it out, and then I got started. Not too much on my facial hair. The beard is coming this year. I don't care what nobody say. You're not counting me out for nothing. I'm gonna get that beard. I'm sorry I don't got one. You see it don't connect. Don't flame me too much. Your boy out here trying. But like I said, it's basically the same thing I did on the left side of my head. I just followed the pattern that the barber left there, and I just went along with that. I didn't try to do anything crazy because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I seen on videos, hoping that it'll work out for me. So that's where we are with that. And honestly, I'm glad I did do this, because if I didn't, I would have never knew how simple it was just to give myself a lineup. And that's one thing I was never afraid of doing. Like, if I see something that I want to do, I study it and I do it. And I feel like if we all get that mindset of just going out and getting it, being that aggressor grind mode, we can really do almost anything in this life. And that's the whole reason that I started YouTube. I was afraid of the moment. I was afraid of going out and doing something new. But then a voice like woke me up, and then it's like, man, you gotta get out here and grind. If you want something, you gotta work for it. If you really want something, you really have to work for it. You have to be willing to put in that time, that effort. You have to be willing to learn new things. And we all have to learn that. We gotta be willing to try new things if we want it. I know one of my biggest issues was overthinking, and I've been trying to overcome that for a long time in my life. Just overthinking everything. Honestly, when we start to overthink things, that's when all the negativity start coming. That's when all the bad things start happening, when we overthink it. Now, don't get me wrong, we still should think things through before we do it, and we still should think before our actions. But don't think to the point where it holds you back from potentially doing something new, doing something that's going to level you up. But I'm sorry for going on that tangent, y'all. Back to the haircut. So honestly, the back wasn't difficult for real, because it essentially looked kind of the same from when the barber had did it. I just follow his lines and cut off the excess hair that I grew over the past month or however long it's been since I got my hair cut. And I did the same thing to the right side that I did to the left side. So not a lot of thought really went into that. All in all, I think it was a really decent turnout, how my hair looked. Um, like I said, I'm only gonna get better from this. This was my first time doing this, and I can only grow from this. I can only get better. I'm not gonna downgrade. I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep showing y'all that literally, if y'all put y'all mind in something, y'all can do that. But anyways, to my subscribers and whoever watching who's still here with me, I really appreciate y'all staying here, watching through my journey, watching the growth, watching me do things new. Like, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all a lot. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Teddy. You stay locked, stay blessed. 100.
Yeah, you ride for me, I ride for you until we die. Yeah.